Can't be helped.
You should tell him to mind his own business.
Aya, you're so mean.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
Have it your way, then.
So how did these greybeards know you absorb power from a dragon, if they're way up in the mountains?
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune? How can I argue with that?
It would seem so.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short. Not my problem.
Pardon me.
How can I argue with that?
Nah, I don't think
Nah,
so.
I don't think so.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
You expect me to believe that?
How can I argue with that?
Not my problem.
Yes.
Indeed.
How can I argue with that?
It can't be helped.
You expect
Yeah? Yeah?
How can I argue with that? Huh?
It can't be helped.
Huh?
How can I argue with that?
Yeah?
You expect me to believe that?
Huh?
How can I argue with that?
Hey, wanna play tag?
How can I argue with that?
A little coin always greases the wheels.
Huh? Need something? You can catch me at the Blue Palace later, if you want to talk again.
No. I don't think so. Indeed.
Good evening.
My problem.
Indeed.
You expect me to believe that?
Yeah?
Need something? Yes? How can I argue with that? Nah, I don't think so.
It would seem so.
You expect me to believe that?
Mind yourself in my city, lass. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight. How can I argue with that?
Not my problem.
No.
I don't think so. It can't be helped.
これで元気が出ますように。ひどい。
How can I argue with that? You expect me to believe that?
ねえ。行かなきゃダメなの？
You are correct.
Yeah.
So how did these graybeards know you absorb power from a dragon if they're way up in the
Hey,
mountains?
so I know this isn't necessarily the best place for it, but something came to mind. Would you like to have another date? Anytime, but preferably at night, in the Banner Mare. Okay, let's do whatever we have to do first, but you know the deal. Date after.
So you're Thane now? Hope you're ready to kiss up to the Jarls.
You are correct.
うん。ええ。どこへ行くの？
Oh,
I'm glad you're here with me.
I don't think so.
People think I go out of my way to piss them off. Trust me, it's not out of my way at all.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Take a look. Good luck out there.
They say never judge a book by its cover, but they also said a picture is worth 1,000 words.
How can I argue with that?
Not exactly. Nothing you can do. All right. All right.
Nah, I don't think so.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
How can I
No,
argue with that?
thanks. I'll manage.
Not my problem.
would seem so.
It can't be helped.
How can I argue with that?
No,
Nah,
thanks.
I don't think
I'll manage.
Yeah.
どこ
How can I argue with that?
A little coin always.
I don't think so.
greases the wheels.
It would seem so.
Did you know that if you hold your ear up to a stranger's leg, you can actually hear them say, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Huh?
Not my problem.
You're not supposed to be here.
You expect me to
Can't be
believe
helped.
that?
Well met, kinsman.
Can we do something different today besides trying to get ourselves killed?
How can I argue with that?
Yes, I am. It's been a dream of mine for most of my life. You must have heard me speak of it inside the inn.
No, I don't think so.
The Battleborn name still carries weight all over Skyrim. This is wonderful news. I must tell Olfina right away.
How can I argue with
Nah,
that?
I don't think so.
Yes, of course. They must need my talents to help carry on the tradition. Please, let Olfina know where I have gone. It is so.
Coin always greases the wheels.
Nah, I don't think so.
How can I argue with that?
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
You expect me to believe that?
Okay.
How can I argue with that?
Not
That
my
is
problem.
so.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
How can I argue with that?
How can I argue with that?
It can't be
Nah,
helped.
I don't think so.
How can I argue with that?
Not my problem. I ain't asking for yes.
One of these nights, I will catch the blacksmith out for her walk and strap one on to make her scream my fucking name.
It is so.
How can I argue with that? You expect me to believe that?
ねえ、
どこへ行くの
Think so? No, I don't think so.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you. I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats. Is he okay? Did something happen? I'm glad he is making his dream come true, but why couldn't he say goodbye? I guess that's okay. If you make it back to the Bard's College, could you please tell him to write to me? So I know that he made it safely.
This may be your chance to dip into that fat ass of hers.
yes.
It would seem
I need to visit a blacksmith soon and get my armor tempered. You never realize how strong you are, until being strong is the only option you have. Sex is only dirty if you do it right.
How can I argue with that?
Each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel.
Can't be helped.
There it is, friends. Without we are the
I don't
children
think
of
so.
man.
A little coin always greases
Talos
the
is the
wheel.
true God of man.
Can I argue with that?
Right to rule the realm. To our elf.
No.
Feels good. Kind of soothing, actually.
I'll manage.
Okay.
They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth.
How can I make you
Today, they take
How
away
can I
our
argue with
faith.
that? 疲れた。
What then?
Can't be helped.
Do the elves take
That is so fucking hot. Seeing your face splattered with cum.
children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire?
How can I argue? 行かなきゃダメなの?
That sapling you recovered means the Gildegreen will live again. The deed honors the people of Whiterun.
Dalmor, against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up,
No, I don't think so.
for the mighty Dalos.
All right.
He who is
Lady, could you spare a coin? Hi there.
trust in me like trust in heights.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
It would seem so.
All right then.
His holy world. Terrible and
can I argue with that?
We, your unworthy servants, give praise.
Nah, I don't.
For grace and benevolence. May
No,
we truly
I don't
reach
think so.
enlightenment.
早く着かないかな?
And deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended,
How can
and
I
the
argue with
age
that?
became nine, you walked among us, great
problem.
Talos.
Can I
Not
argue with that?
as God, but as man. But you were once man, aye, and as man you said, let me show you the power of Talos, storm-crowned,
How can I argue with
Lord
that?
of the North, where
Can't be.
my
You expect me to believe that?
long winter. I breathe
Hey,
now
I'm glad you're here with me.
and reshape this land which
No.
is mine.
I don't think so.
For you, Red Legions, for I love you.
How can I argue with that?
I love, love. Even as
Yeah.
It's so open. A lot of the cities in Skyrim just feel so cramped, if you know what I mean. It's much more pleasant to just be able to breathe a bit better. Well, in a metaphorical sense.
How can I argue with that?
We are the
Right behind you.
man. Talos is the true God of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm.
Nah, I don't think so.
You expect me to
Wow.
believe that?
You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nern truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure.
Ah, they can barely tolerate our
How can I argue
presence
with
on
that?
Earth. Today, they take away your
Not
faith.
my problem.
But tomorrow,
Little coin
what
always
then?
greases the
Do
wheels.
the elves take your homes, your businesses,
What can I do for
your
you?
children, your very lives?
It can't be helped.
And what does the Empire do?
What kind of woman would walk around with cum all over her fucking face?
The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Thalmor against its own.
I think you just like looking through my stuff.
Rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine.
How can I argue with that?
It would seem so.
Not my problem.
How can I argue with that?
Trust
Nah,
in me,
I don't
White
think so.
Bird. Trust in Heinster, for I am the chosen of Talos. I alone have been anointed by the night to spread
Not
his holy one. Terrible
How
and
can I argue with
powerful
that?
Talos.
I don't think so.
We, your unworthy servants, give praise, for only through your grace and benevolence may we truly reach
Not my problem.
enlightenment and deserve our praise you do, for we
seems
are
so.
one. Ere you ascended,
I
and the
argue with
eight
that?
became nine, you walked among us, great Talos, not as God,
You expect me to believe
It
that?
was good. Kind of soothing, actually.
but you were once man. I, and as man who said,
How can I argue with that?
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Born of the North,
Can I argue with that?
where my bread is long winter. I breathe now.
どこへ行くの？
Royal.
Nah, I don't think so.
Reshape this land, which is mine.
Yeah.
I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love
Can I argue with that?
You expect me to believe that?
It's a fine day with you around. Yes? Hello, friend. Huh? How can I argue with that? Nah, I don't think so. Huh? Oh, hello. How can I argue with that? Nah, I don't think so. How can I argue with that?
Yeah.
Yes?
Nah, I don't think so.
All right.
Nah, I don't think so.
It would seem so.
So, what now?
It can't be helped.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
I understand. So how did these gray bears know you absorb power from a dragon?
How can I argue with
They're way
that?
up in the mountains.
Honored
Seems
to see
so.
you again, my Thane.
So you're Thane now? Hope you're ready to kiss up to the...
You expect me to believe that?
All right.
How can I argue
Seems
with
so.
that?
Feels good. Kind of soothing, actually.
Nah, I don't think so.
I need my armor cleaned. It fucking
You expect
stinks.
me to believe that?
How could I argue with that?
It can't be helped.
This might come as a surprise.
疲れた。
You, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom.
How could I argue with that?
No, I don't think so.
ひどい。
Feels good. Kind of soothing, actually.
A little
Not
coin
exactly.
always greases the wheels.
Oh? What is it?
How can I argue with that?
don't think so.
I was just remembering the castle courtyard. Back
Not
before when
exactly.
things were better between us. Between my mother and I. We'd tend to her garden back there. It was really nice, you know? It was cared for by an alchemical master and nurtured for hundreds of years. Which makes it all the more sad that the garden will never look the same.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
It can't be helped.
Work those hips, Galesse. Yes?
Hey love, I have something for you.
No, I don't think so. You expect me to believe that?
No, I don't think so.
Seems so.
You expect me to believe that? I don't think so.
My problem. No, I don't think so. Can I argue with that?
I don't think so.
My problem.
How can I argue with that?
No. I
A
don't
little
think
coin
so.
always greases the wheel.
I'm a sorceress, and a damn good one too.
It can't be helped.
Can I argue with that?
You are correct.
Nah, I don't think so.
Not my problem.
Would seem so.
A little coin always greases
How
the
can
wheels.
I argue with that?
You want a drink?
Let me know if you need anything.
All right then.
Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Looks like we're here.
It would
How
seem
can
so.
I argue with that?
No, I don't think so.
You expect me to believe that?
You are correct.
Not my problem.
That is so.
It can't be helped.
If you need a drink, just holler. How can I argue with that?
Ysolda. Didn't expect to see you here.
A little coin
So,
always.
you now work at the Bannered Mayor?
I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
So I take this as some training then? Well, I'll be glad to be one of your first customers.
Thank you.
So, what drinks do you have on the menu?
Have you tried the wine? It's better than anything in the Blue Palace.
You have fine wine? I didn't expect that. But, okay. But, what do you think? Are you in the mood for something fancy or something casual? Oh, I see. Well, you are with royalty. Me, really. Give us your best wine, and it's my treat for tonight.
Sure thing.
Cheers to everything you've done for me and the world.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Has your drink gotten to you already? Anyway. So, what's on your mind?
I don't think so. How can I argue with that?
Ugh, I swear. Sometimes it feels like you take courtship tips from Sheogorath. Did you know that, at least according to legend, the Sheogorath we have now was actually the champion of Cyrodiil, and you might take his place. I could endorse you.
A little coin greases the wheels.
Yes, because that's just what I do. It's fun. Maybe it's the Daedra in me, but being naughty every now and then wouldn't hurt, right? Especially in bed.
Seems so.
Not my problem.
I think you'll have to see for yourself. Now, let me try. Picture this.
Yes.
I lay my eyes on your beautiful feminine form.
How can I argue?
I've heard you are an experienced adventurer.
Nah, I don't
Could
think
you help me? I'd like to explore this land. But first, your body. Pretty horrible, isn't it? I guess we both have a talent when it comes to this.
Yeah.
How can I argue with that?
Yeah, really. I don't think this is everyone's idea of flirting. But hey, it works for me. I suppose I'm a little eccentric. And I think it might be the same with you.
You
It would
expect
seem
me to
so.
believe that?
Now, this 1,000-year-old vampire relic is beckoning you, mighty warrior. You wonder what she's saying? Lean in closer and find out.
That.
Not my
How
problem.
can I argue with that?
It can't be helped.
Yeah.
That is so.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
A little
would
coin
seem
always
so.
greases the wheels.
How can I argue with that?
Huh?
Nah.
You
I
expect
don't
me to
think so.
believe that? You are correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, I don't think so.
Not my problem.
How can I argue with that?
It would
Can't
seem
be
so.
helped.
Expect me to believe that?
Yeah.
It's nice, spending time like this. Just having drinks together. I'm glad you came. Oh, and I've been meaning to give you something.
Coin always greases the wheels.
I don't think
A little
You expect me to believe
token
that?
of my affection. It's enchanted. I've made it myself. Because, as you know, I'm well versed in the arcane arts. As long as I'm nearby, it'll boost your magicka and life force. That's the catch.
Very well. How are we doing over here?
How can I argue with
It would
that?
seem so.
It can't be helped.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
ねえ
so.
How can I argue with that?
You expect me
Coin
to
always
believe that?
greases
Is
the
that
wheels.
so?
How can I argue with that?
So, what do you want to talk about?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yes?
How can I argue with that?
Seems good. It's kind of soothing, actually.
It would seem so. I'd be dead if not for Bignor. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
How can I argue
I
with
don't
that?
think so.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
Yeah.
You are correct.
How can I argue with
It
that?
would seem so.
No, how are we doing
think
over
so.
here?
How can I argue with that?
It can't be helped.
You expect me to believe that?
Not my problem.
Yeah.
That is so. How are we doing over here?
How can I argue with that?
I don't think
seem
so.
so.
Yes.
You expect me to believe that?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
How can I argue with that?
A coin always greases the wheels.
It can't be helped. How can I argue with that?
Nah, I don't think
It would
so.
seem so.
You expect me to believe that?
Yeah.
Not
You
my
are
problem.
correct.
That is
Yes.
so.
Huh? How can I argue with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are we doing over here?
Do you need something? Oh. It's so new. I've never really experienced this before. I couldn't talk and jest with the rats and the skeletons in the castle the same way that I do with you. Not even my mother. We were close for a time, but even then, during the good times, I felt there was some sort of rift between us. I can't explain it. With you, though, I feel I can be so open, so happy, so carefree. Come to think of it, I was guarded to you once. I treated you just as I had treated others, with indifference and apathy. I didn't want anything, or anyone, to be close. I didn't know it was possible to feel something for a complete stranger at the time. But the next thing I knew, we were together, sharing drinks, making love in the most beautiful places in all Tamriel. I was already living out my maiden dreams.
Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once
It
was a
might have
hero
been,
named Ragnar the
but I don't think that's important here. What matters is that I chose you, and you chose me. None of us forced anything upon each other, rushed or not. It is wonderful to have you. I still have my nightmares. I acknowledge them, but I don't let them control me. Not anymore. It's hard, but the only thing I can change about the past is how I feel about it in the present. I can't change what happened with Molag Bal. I can't change the... because that happened. You came along and helped patch me up. It was not only you, but you were a big help. I can see what you've given me. Actual intimacy. Not a facade done through the guise of control, domination, degradation. I experienced it as a true blessing. with you. Thank you for that.
It would seem so.
Yeah.
Hello, my love. You already know what I'm going to say, don't you?
How can I argue with that?
It would seem so.
It can't be helped.
You guessed it. It's not something I'm ever going to get tired of saying. Let's go somewhere. To the beach, actually. Preferably somewhere along the northern coast. I just want to feel the sand on my feet and the ocean breeze on my skin. That can be the place for our next little date.
Ask for that instead. It would seem
Never you
so.
know. I'll find a more charitable
Great.
soul.
Let's head off.
What I thought. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Be a good guide for this old relic.
How can I argue with that?
It can't be helped.
You expect me to believe that?
A little coin always greases the wheels.
It would seem so.
Yes.
How can I argue with that?
Nah, I don't think so.
You expect me to believe that?
No, I don't think so.
How can I argue with that?
What is it? That's it? All right.
It can't be helped.
How can I argue with that?
Nah, I don't think so.
You expect me to
A
believe
little
that?
coin always greases the wheels.
Yes?
How are we doing over here?
Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
All right. Now, on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk?
It can't be helped.
You are correct.
Like a true Nord.
How can I
Good
argue with
pick.
that?
Likewise.
Nah.
I was just thinking about it. Never mind. It's not something I'd like to bring up again. Anything with Molag Bal, and you know, what happened back in that house in Markarth. Yeah, I'd like to leave that stuff in the past.
A little coin always.
Our adventuring has been getting more tiring lately. It's as if the world is responding to your growing power. As you get stronger, enemies get stronger. Which is why stress relief is all the more important. I know you want it. Just ask, and this girl is all yours. So, what do you say? Up for a little combat training later?
Nah, I don't think
I love you too.
A few seconds for myself.
Sometimes, I kind of wish that we weren't so... How do you say this? Well, renowned. At this point, most of Skyrim has heard of your name, and half of it is trying to kill us. It seems like it's almost impossible to have a nice, leisurely stroll outside city walls without getting pounced upon or attacked. If we could, I would like to just leave here, you know? Travel to some distant place, settle down, live the peaceful life. Not to be known or seen as heroes or great warriors, but as simple country folk, really. How does it feel to be the mighty hero of Skyrim, distinguished for such tasks as being a courier, being a courier, being a courier, and lastly, being a courier? What? It's true. Almost everything you've done revolves around that. Go to this place, kill some things, pick something up, and deliver it to someone. Marrying you was the best decision I've ever made in my life. I love you, and no matter what the future holds, I'm going to cherish every moment. It's like from the stories I used to hear, the two adventurers seeing the world. When we're done with this little tavern date, what do you say? Let's go out there and make some more stories. I know. That night you had with Sanguine, that truly was a night to remember. What? Come on, I'm just teasing you. And that's how you originally described this quest, in your journal? I didn't expect, well, any of this to happen. But he is a Daedric prince, really. Daughters of Cold Harbor just don't get drunk by mortal means. Well, this is more of a unique and intimate journey, in bed. I was just thinking about the last time we, you know, did it. Besides how powerful you are in combat, you truly are something else in bed. How you manage to have that much stamina and vigor. I don't know, but it keeps me wanting for more. What do you say? Let's go to bed later? I know. This isn't necessarily a past journey, but I was thinking about this regardless. The Civil War. Waking up to this whole mess was truly something I did not expect. I expected a change in who was the High King, but I didn't know that they were more complicated. Cyrodiil being the seat of an empire, for one. And besides this whole civil contention for Skyrim's land, we have Altmer nationalists eyeing to conquer it as well. Blackreach truly was amazing, wasn't it? An entire underground ecosystem. I don't think there's anything else like it in Tamriel. I knew about it, back in the day, but just seeing it for myself was truly something else. If I could choose, I'd definitely live with the vampires over there, rather than back on Castle Volkihar.
I don't think so.
It would seem so. Growing up back on the island, I barely left the castle. Most of my knowledge from the outside world came from books. However, most of even that is sadly out of date, by at least several centuries. Talk about a fish out of water. That's why I need you to show me around this wonderful land. Be a good guide for this old relic.
So, what do you want to talk about now? Well, this one is a hard one. While I do like Altmer wine, I would have to say the crown goes to Cyrodiilic brandy. The texture is just so unique. The flavors are strong, but not overpowering, and it sort of has a nutty, chocolatey aftertaste. Though, it doesn't help that the brandy is so hard to find in Skyrim these days. It's nice, spending time like this, just having drinks together.
Not my problem.
Yeah.
How can I argue with that?
No, I don't think so.
That is so. You expect me to believe that?
Feels good. Kind of soothing, actually.
I'm glad you're here with me.
It would seem so. It can't be helped.
How can I argue with that? Nah, I don't think so.
Me too. I'm yours.
A little coin?
It would seem so.
How can I argue with that?
Lead on.
Sure, whatever.
Nah, I don't think so.
Hara! How can I argue with that?
It can't be helped.
Meh. Eh. How can I argue with that? どこ? ¿どこへ行くの? 早く着かないかな? ひどい.
Feels good. Kind of soothing, actually. Just standing on the ocean shore. It was my favorite pastime, back on the island. Whenever my father was not in the best mood, I'd run outside and sit by the castle shores, look into the distant horizon, the vastness of the open sea, kind of reminds me that my problems may not be the biggest thing in the grand scheme of things. Because there I was, just another little dot on that small island. Hey, I just want to enjoy this moment here with you. Us, by the beach, in front of these oceans. Waves. Just to reflect how far we've gone, how far we've traveled. Through the thick and thin, through all the circumstances. A vampire and a vampire hunter. Two people that would normally be at each other's throats, now enjoying drinks and kisses by the beach, yearning to spend more of the future with each other. Don't say anything. Just let me talk. I have some thoughts I'd like to let out. I'm so proud of our relationship and how it progressed, despite all odds, both external and internal. I love you. I really do. In the 1,000 years I've walked on Nern, you are the best thing that's happened to me. Here's to the future, and whatever it may hold. We go through this, and we go through it together. How can you even move around in that thing? It looks awful to even put on. Yes?
Me too. I'm yours.
I was just thinking about Winterhold. When I was last there, it wasn't so crumbly. It used to be a sprawling city, everything being torn down, the whole place looking, well, dead. In fact, back in my day, the College of Winterhold would be the first place anyone would go for any kind of magic or historical thing.
か作ってもいい？作るんだから。
One home-cooked stew coming right up.